Hey guys, this is Lucid. Welcome back. We're playing Late Age Rlyeh. The squids, my arch nemesis. But I will say, having played a lot of squids, I've seen a lot of squid players. And I've played the squids a few times myself. So I feel like I've kind of got it down. We have, this turn, some interesting things. We have two Dwarven Hammers arriving from Ulm. The weird thing about this is I didn't pay him for these. I think he's trying to be nice. I don't know what's going on. He's kind of looking for a sub for the game. I don't really want to get him for free. I told him what I would do is make him a trapezoid, which is like one of my 30 gem really good items once I get construction 6, which would be pretty cool for him to have. He can use it. It's not restricted by unit type, I don't think. And it's really strong. So that would be kind of cool. But I think that's what we'll do. We got 20 water gems from Caelum and 6 air gems from Ubar. This I traded... what did I... Oh, this I'm making him... Oh, God, I think I forgot to send it. Thank God we checked back into this turn. That Ubar we are sending... I hate it when people do stuff. Like, when people say they're going to make me something and they forget to send it, which is what I was about to just do. So I made those boots for Ubar. He needed some reinvigoration gear. That's what the air gems are. For the water gems, I think I traded him Earth, maybe? I can't remember. And then the water gems from Iru, I had been sending him air. I'm actually sending him more air this turn, and he's going to be sending me more water. And Iru is being played by Nick Knight, who was a big player in our last game, and I don't know, I've been playing a fair number of games with him lately. Okay, and then we have some spells. Dark Knowledge, we didn't find anything. Voice of Tiamat, we found a rock crab colony, which is fine. Haruspex, didn't find anything. Haruspex found a field of glowing algae, so 1 nature gem. Voice of Tiamat found a ridge of ice. I think there's a 1 gem site. Yeah, 1 water gem. Then we found a Maelstrom, which is a 2 water gem site, and it gives gold. Which is a very good site. And then we cast Voice of Tiamat twice and didn't find anything, which is what? Oh, 3 times and didn't find anything. 1, 2, 3. No, twice and didn't find anything. 1, 2. And then the third one, we found a shrimp settlement, which doesn't matter. The shrimp are basically inferior. Like, these guys are inferior to Meteorite Guard in a rather significant way. Yeah, Void Sanity doesn't really matter on troops, I don't think. Maybe it does for some things. These guys are pretty garbage. But the rock crab colony is a 1 earth gem site, so... There's that. And then Voice of Tiamat again, we didn't hit anything. Voice of Tiamat, this time we found a floating rock, which I believe is a 2 gem site. Oh no, it's a 1 gem. It lets you get these guys who have Gift of Water Breathing, which is kind of cool. But not something we care about as Rlyeh. And yeah, that was it. So it wasn't really a great haul. We teleport our god on top of these centaurs, which have been causing us large amounts of grief. And this should be the time... Yeah, if we kill all of them, we're probably going to level up. Which, leveling up is not a big deal. But, if you look at it right now, our experience bonus is +4. And I think we only get... Oh, we might get another strength, too. $94... 96, but I think we get some for winning the battle too. So our god is right here, and he did get his final star, which gives him another strength, which I think I care about almost more than the other stuff. I mean, the bonus attack is really nice too, and defense. But yeah, so he's 5 stars, which is super sweet. And that happened. We found another rock crab colony over here. We site searched with this dude. So that is pretty good. And then coming down, we had we're continuing our ruthless campaign against the Independents. And being rather successful. We have wiped out these Kalulu. This was this big Kalulu squad that was up near my throne. This is the last of the Independents near my throne. Took us a long time. And it wasn't exactly easy. The Meteorite Guard here do pretty good work, though. We lost No Meteorite Guard, and they did a fair amount of killing. The Slave Guardians did pretty good. The Kalulus are mostly dead. That's fine. Here we hit the Shamblers. This one, I kind of screwed up the scripting here because these guys are slow, these Atlantean militia, and they end up getting behind these dudes. And they were supposed to do the killing, like hit on a flank, but really the other guys kind of just got murdered first, and then these guys came in. So, yeah, that's what happened there. Okay, and then coming over, we have this group right here. 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 This was a mage. I can't remember what the mage did. Oh, dude. I didn't realize it. It doesn't actually need any gems. That's kind of sick. Wait, it didn't need gems for that. That's actually kind of overpowered. Some of those things are good. Oh man, that's actually really cool. Yeah, this little black kraken there. Lobster trampling me. Well, I'm glad we did this before it got to be any harder. And then we killed this PD here. Here we have the last stand of Caelum. This will probably be the coolest part of this episode. Caelum got some Banes. But there's not enough chaff up here, really, to keep the... You really gotta... And I don't even know how you do it exactly. I guess maybe like some air elementals or something. You have to have something that's going to very quickly close the gap. And these guys you probably want forward positioned on attack close. They might have even been. Fortunately for Caelum, these guys kind of decided to do other things. Oh, here's their Et Mandragora. Oh my god, look at this thing. Hateful Vines, Coral Sword, Giant Sword. 2 hats, one of which is the Shadow Helm, which is kind of cool. Ring of Regen. Good luck killing this dude. This guy's a beast. Kind of want to steal him. We'll make a point to steal him later, guys. Oh yeah, he comes up. He's killing everything. And what's his bless? Fire resistance, cold resistance. We've looked at it before. Oh yeah, we've seen it. It's the ward bless. Yeah. So passes Caelum. Everyone pour one out for the burbs. Black Centaur have been getting kind of beaten down though. Oh, that's cool. That is the battle for New Caelum. There's a battle here. This actually is funny. This fort was traded to Vettiheim, and so Vettiheim sieged it with an army, but then had other things for the army to do. But these archers just murdered these wolves. The wolves, I don't recall having great morale. It's 11, it's fine. But I think it's part of the fact, like, they're only hitting... Oh, no, they rout too. Is that different? Oh, they did win. Okay, for whatever reason, I thought they lost. So we're getting some of the rebirth events. People migrating, cool. We got some minus defense. We got some gold. And yeah. Bogarus is dead. So another one bites the dust. Now, let's take a look at what we have done. Well, there's a few things we have going on. So first of all, the war with Oceania is now over. There is literally one province left of his, and it's this one, and we should take it this turn, and that will be the end of it. There's this province, which is Indy, and this province, which is Indy, and we will continue our absolutely ruthless crusade against independence. So we're going to come over and hit this, and then come down and hit this. We've started construction of a fort over here. Just this turn, I think. Or was it last turn? It's just this turn. Because this actually is a good throne for us. We like the strength on our armor-piercing sacreds. We're creating a floating eye here. And we're going to be piling up over here. We have... Here's the thing, guys. We have decisions to make this turn. The thing I was planning on doing is coming over here and taking over the water system. If I do that, though, then I'm probably going to have to fight Jotunheim, which means he's going to take this stuff. Now, I would be happy to trade the water system for this. I think this still might be the right move. I'm not sure. We're going to get ready. This squad here will be able to come in here in the water system, and Jotunheim's not really going to have much to say about it, I don't think. In my opinion, the Blandos water system is the property of the Doom of Asselun's start position. And our predecessors did not take advantage of that, but I think we will. But we also may choose to chill. I don't have any issues fighting him underwater. The thing is, if we fight him underwater, we're going to have to fight him on land right here. And even that doesn't really bother me. But Jotunheim is not a weak player. Jotunheim is probably one of the stronger players. And right now, I'd rather go after weaker players. So, and the thing is, like, if I'm going to... I was looking last turn, how are all the places we can attack? So Jotunheim is down here eating Baratos. We can attack through here and through here. But all these basically lead to this point. And then from here, I have to march my ass here. And then down this way. So it's a very... I basically am going to have to do like a land invasion, right? The only other way to get at the waters from like a different angle is to come down here and hit Yomi. And I would rather do them one at a time. Hit Jotunheim and then hit Yomi. If the players are clever, they'll realize that me coming on Blandos is not going... Like, they would need to team up. So we'll see. We'll see. I may not move right away. I also may move right away. I have no idea. Anyway, we're just going to be getting ready. And I do feel more comfortable. Here's the thing. You saw how hard this was for me to deal with raiding. And it's because I don't have a lot of troops in this area. I don't have a lot of forts in this area. You know, maybe I need to make a fort here or something. Maybe I need to get these armies built back up or have more teleporting dudes available. Jotunheim does have stealthy options, sort of. Like, they can use some of the goblins. So we'll have to see. We will have to see. I think it makes sense still, but I want to go through my other options. My other options are potentially coming down here to Silent Seas and just yoinking this throne. And I kind of actually want to... I wonder how far away it is from my stuff. Probably not that far. Like, is this guy... over here on Fall of Sarl, I think we're claiming a throne here this turn. Go ahead and get our dominion spread over here. We're patrolling this. We'll probably come back over this way. Fort this throne up. +1 to order is going to be fine. We'll get a little bit more bonus income. It'll help us control unrest a little bit better. We can see Zabalba and Hinnom here eating Abyssia. Which is fine. Which is fine. Anyway, the big thing we're doing this turn. Well, okay, we'll finish the military thing first. Let's see, is this even in range? The lag is crazy on this. Okay, arcane projection. What is the range to this? That's totally in range. Oh wait, that's range. Arcane probing is 7. What's window? It's 4. Shit. Okay, we're just casting Arcane Probing. I could just YOLO my god in. I can't even imagine anything that would be strong enough to kill my god. The other thing is, after this turn, we should... No, we won't have. It's going to be 2 turns till we have Astral Shield. Because I was going to say, once we have Astral Shield, we'll be extra tough. But the reason we don't have a lot of research, if you noticed, we're only at 422. And the reason it is so small is because of the other big thing that is happening this turn. And that is we got Evocation 3, just barely, and we have everybody casting Arcane Probing. I think we had like 70 pearls or something we're putting into it. I mean, we are dropping a shit ton of Arcane Probing, and we're having a bunch of people cast Voice of Tiamat. One thing I realized I didn't prepare well for is I should have had more people, like I should have had more slave mages here, and we should be casting it from all my places with the Conjuration bonus. And I've got so many of them. We've got a Conjuration bonus site here. So I'm actually moving some of the mages up here to cast it, but we're not exactly waiting. You can see we're spamming this out here while we're, you know, we're going ahead and casting it. We're unloading the full load. This place also has a Conjuration bonus. We're summoning more slave mages here, and they're going to be spamming out Voice of Tiamat. But probably most of them are going to come, aside from this turn. After this turn, we're going to be a little bit spent on water gems. I've got some coming in. We've got a pretty good income now. And we've got more coming in from Iru, who's trading us for air. But yeah, we've got... We're probably not going to have enough where I can turn all my mages on casting it. So I'm probably... And I'll probably have enough mages in my conjuration sites that I can just have them cast, which will be nice. Trying to think what else we have. Don't think too much on that. But I mean, basically, we almost had a global. Let me show you my gem graph. This is this last turn, guys. That was a lot of gems to get in one turn. Now, some of that is from Conquest, because we took a bunch of stuff back. We took this place, and we got the Isle of the Sea, really, really, really good site. We took this place, we got this place. We took this place, which also has a basalt statue, which is kind of cool. So this is a 3 Earth gem site. Our Earth income is 21, guys. It's ridiculous. We are an Earth powerhouse. Yeah, and we're going to be taking, 2 more places this turn? So anyway, but yeah, I mean, this was basically almost a global going up this past turn. And I think this turn, hopefully, fingers crossed, this turn will be basically like a global going up. Whether it actually is, whether it isn't, we will find out. But my pearl income kind of sucks right now. That's not actually that big of a deal because I can make a lot more pearls. But it would be nice to get it up to 30. And I mean, you'd have to see the beginning of the turn because we were at 70 or 80 water. I think we were at 70 water gems and 70 something pearls. And then we had a fair amount of death gems too. I think we're casting Dark Knowledge a couple times too. So we had a lot. Oh, the other thing I'm doing is I'm sending gold to Krieg, who is sending me pearls, I believe. And he's doing it instead of to Arethea, which I think is a wise move. And I actually don't feel bad about purchasing them now because I'm going to be turning those into more pearls, which would be pretty good. The other thing is Krieg is kind of doing this all in against Agartha, who's attacking him. And I think he'll survive. But if he doesn't, we need to start thinking about mobilizing troops. So I might have to, if Krieg loses a battle this turn, I'm probably going to switch over to Lobo Guard production here. And we'll just mass a big army and come in and eat some of this shit. Or that will be the plan. Yeah, and we might build a fort here. I don't know. This is a kind of good spot for a fort. This would be not a bad spot for a fort. The other thing we're looking at doing, and I had mentioned we're moving my god up here to clean out these barbs. I'm also moving in basically a void cultist with a ring of tamed lightning. And with that, we're going to be able to come down here and take this throne. It's got a Titan of Heaven. This guy can do air elementals, which could be a problem. So we'll see. But I think we're okay. I think the Spring Hawks will surround me, and that will be just fine and dandy, and we'll sit there and kill them all. Yeah, I think we're fine, but you never know. You never know. But it would be good to get this. I don't know. I don't know what throne it is. I would really like to be a little strategic about which thrones I get. I've tried to trade somebody for a stone sphere. I'm not sure if I'll get it in time. But we'll be on the lookout for that. Because if I have a stone sphere, I can do Astral Window, which I've been thinking about casting and I keep not doing it. I do want to see what throne this is, though. But I offered to pay somebody 20 Earth Gems for one. Or 18 or 19, I can't remember exactly the price. But they didn't get back to me. So anyway, hopefully they forge it this turn and then I'll send it to them. But they haven't gotten back. But that's basically what's happening this turn. So I guess it's a reasonably quick episode. But this next couple turns is going to be opening loot boxes for magic sites. And hopefully we get some really, really cool magic sites. Because we're going to be having way faster site searching than we normally have. Because site searching is way more mage turn efficient. Well, it depends on the kind of mage you have. But if you have not terribly wide paths on your mage, it's usually a lot more mage turn efficient to use gems to remote site search. And in our case, it just makes a ton of sense to do it because we're going to get Voice of Tiamat to cover all the elemental paths. We're going to get Haru specs. Like, we have very low nature. Like, side searching with nature, these guys walking around is not very efficient. So, yeah, this makes a ton of sense. Spamming out Haru specs, spamming out Dark Knowledge. I wish I had more Dark Knowledge casters. Yeah, spamming out Dark Knowledge. And really, if you look at all the sites we're going to search, we basically are going to do all of them. We have Dark Knowledge casters. We have Voice of Tiamat going down on this. We have Arcane Probing casting, and we have Haru specs. The only thing we don't have is Blood, which, by the way, we have to figure out how to break into. So it's like, what are the other things to talk about? Well, we're building a lab and a temple here, and that's going to be important because we're going to start spamming out these gosh darn cultists, and we're going to send them to our forts to start doing void training, which would be really nice. Yeah, we're just going to send them everywhere, and we'll start preaching in here. We're just going to spam those little buggers out, and we've got them already located all up in here. Our research priorities now are to basically run up enchantment. I had mentioned Astral Shields at enchantment 3. Enchantment 5 is going to give us... Let's take a look at what all we can get in enchantment. We get... none of this is terribly useful. Enchantment 4. None of this is very useful. Power of Healing Water can be really cool. This is a ritual you can cast in DE that grants you 10% regen underwater, which can be really strong. I forget what this is. Seeking Ichors are often used to assassinate. Interesting. I guess that summons an assassin. And then anti-magic would be actually really good to have if we end up fighting one of the squid. Right now we have the squid packed, so I don't think it's likely, but to have it means I really have a lot less to worry about if one of them run at me. Especially if I have it and they don't. The other thing is down here in 5. So, okay, we clicked on 5. Why are we going 5? I'll be honest, the primary reason we're going 5 is Ritual of Returning. I want to get high-level Void Summoners so that we can start getting Vastnesses. And we want to farm the shit out of Vastnesses. And we'll get other good stuff along the way, but that is the main reason. What else do we have? Friendly Currents is really good to have in Underwater Wars, so that's totally worth a pickup. Especially with Meteorite Guard, they're so gosh darn slow. With Friendly Currents, you're going to be more likely to get First Strike. I can't remember if it affects your attack and defense. It might affect it by like 1, but it definitely affects your encumbrance. And potentially you could put up Mana from Heaven. We're not going to do that. We have a ton of nature though, so we could, but this would... If Diplo goes super to hell, we might do that. But that's basically it. We're basically doing it for anti-magic, maybe Friendly Currents, and for... Mostly, actually, for Ritual of Returning. I forget what this does. Oh, turns fire into water. At cold 1... Huh. I don't know how worth it that is. Especially in Heat Dominion. But we don't really have great Nature Fire. We are going to empower probably one of our mages to have this, but yeah. Twiceborn also potentially does bear note of being potentially useful. Doing it on our death randoms for our cap-only mages is not a bad idea. And I think that is it for that. And so after that, we're going to get Construction 4, and then we're going to make a big run down Thaumaturgy, all the way up to 7 probably. And there's just so much good stuff we get in Thaumaturgy. There's going to be good stuff we're passing up in Alteration, but Thaumaturgy is the snowball spell school, or school of magic for us. So that's what we're doing. I also need to, I don't know if I can. Do we have anybody here? We've given out all of our sigils. I think I put sigils on some of my slave mages. We're making a lot of sigils here. What do I have? Why does this guy have a sigil? Okay, he does not need one. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put a sigil on this guy. We'll have him walk it down to home slice because he's Prophet of Bubbles number 2. And we'll give it to him so he gets to stay low in sanity, and we have a very useful Holy 3. This Holy 3 is going to be kind of important for getting us a nice wall of dominion. You can see we've got 7 here. We've got 6 here. He's going to stay and preach this up to 7. Once it's at 7, he's going to walk over here, and we're going to get a nice wall of 7 over here. It'll do a few things. One is it's going to make it more painful or less likely people are going to want to invade me on land. It's also going to generate a lot of this free spawn. And you can see we're preaching here in the water, trying to get our dominion in here. I can't say we're doing a great job, but we're doing a job. Preaching over here, preaching here. Once this gets preached up, we'll move him out to a different province. You know, you could make the argument here, I probably should suck it up and buy some more slave mate or some of these guys. I think it's actually a good idea. I really want to have dominion control. So I think we're going to get 2 more of these. We're going to get so many free spawn priests later. We don't want to go overkill, but before there's too much enemy dominion over here, we want to do that. So yeah, and I guess I want to talk a little bit more about the thrones because that's going to be an important phase right now. We can probably take this one. We talked about it. This is this throne we can also probably take, but we're going to need fire resistance, which I have because we have this in the lab, which will give us enough fire resistance to deal with the fatigue, which is what we were worried about. So anyway, there's that. And then, what are the other thrones we're looking at? Well, this actually is another throne that could be interesting. It is another Springhawk throne. It's guarded by an Umuapuluku. Akulu. I said it wrong. But anyway, this guy is an astromage, so he potentially could soul slay me or something. I don't think that would happen. I think we can actually just walk in and take this. I really want to do this more if Krieg is starting to fall. So we're definitely going to take this. I can make an argument with Krieg that, hey, this is mine, asshole. Unless it's something I really don't even want, in which case I may give it to him. But assuming I want it, I can make a claim to this. This one would be a dick move for me to take from him. That being said, we potentially can take this army up here and reinforce it down here and come and move in this lake. I have a nap with Krieg. Taking this would not violate the nap, though. And there's a decent chance that... I think it's only a nap 3, too. But there's a decent chance, like I said, we're going to have to vulture Krieg. And if that is the case, I do want to set up shop in here. So anyway, that's that. Other thrones. What are the other thrones? Well, we're doing some scrying over here with this guy entering sight. He's going in this basalt mirror. And we're going to see what throne this is. This looks like a level 3 throne. And some of these big thrones will determine who I go to war with. So like potentially I could come over here and fight these dudes. I don't know if I want to, but I could. Then... we already know this one. This one actually won. It's a silver throne. And what's nice about the silver throne is we really don't have air access. And I'd like to get it. Though there is a way to get it that I actually could do kind of soon. And that we'll actually talk about now. I need a air water. This one, call Selkie. This can get you an air 3 commander for 25 air gems. This seems super underpriced. It's only an air commander above water though. But you could probably do transformation or stuff on it too to get rid of that. So anyway, I don't think that's like a problem. Anyway, call Selkie, really, really good. To get it, we need an air water, which we don't have. It's a cross path we don't have. However, over here there's a coral statue, and a coral statue allows you to get a mermaid, which looks shitty and worse than what we have. Except 1 in 4 of them will be an air random. So we're probably going to make a lab here, and we'll make enough to get... I don't know. I mean, we might start making Alquils too. So we might get a couple air randoms. They're pretty stinking hot garbage, though. So I'll probably send the rest off to die in my first war. But yeah, that's basically what's happening. The nice thing is this turn, after we take these out, that should trigger all of Oceania's dominion to go away. And we get to then kind of, it'll get preached up. So that's nice. I think that's about it. Have we talked about all the worlds? There's still indies over here too. This gives me anxiety. Like, I feel like I should be... I kind of want to see what's over here. I wonder if I can scry that far. Let's actually see. Ooh, I can. Okay, I want to see what this is first. But after I've seen what this is, I'm probably going to go scry over here and see what's happening. Because if there's indies still over here, we're going to go send our god to take it. And we'll set up a little shop. Because we are killing underwater indies everywhere. One other thing to note is there is an Asphodel province. He's taken this, which is fine. I mean, I'm going to have some stuff on land. He can have one thing underwater. I mean, first of all, we have a non-aggression pact, so I'm technically not even allowed to attack it. I could end it or say I want it. Whatever. It's one province. We're really big. He's also, I mean, he could send stuff underwater. It would be really annoying for me to deal with. So I'm happy to let that be. We're also almost done sieging this fort. We should have it siege next turn. We talked about the sites here last turn, but yeah, I think we have enough stuff to take whatever's inside. Hopefully, anyway. If not, we can always send our god back on top with a motley crew. But yeah, I think that's basically it, boys. I think that's basically it. Wait, I feel like there was one more throne thing. Well, this goddamn thing. I have to figure out what is the fastest way to get here off planet. Yes. I don't really know what I'm going to do to target this, to see what's over here. I had a scout coming down here and he fucking died. I might just YOLO my god in. Right now, I think Niflheim has a bunch of the underwater stuff. I think I just YOLO in and take it with my god. Claim it, get a scout, yoink. That might be the move we do after we take this throne. Assuming my god doesn't die. Also, if my god dies, it's not even the end of the world, ladies and gentlemen. We will survive. We will most definitely survive. Anyway, that's basically it. I will see you all next time. Thank you all for tuning in, and good day.